Pope Francis talks about the importance of fatherhood today, saying every family needs a father.
Padre presente, sempre.
The Holy Father saying the father should always be present. He should be close to his wife and children in good times and in bad. Well, many children are likely to learn about what it means to be a father from TV shows or movies. Researchers at the University of Southern California are studying Hollywood's influence on gender stereotypes. The Gina Davis Institute on Gender in Media counted speaking roles in successful family movies. The study, covering a 5-year period, found that male characters had 71% of speaking roles. They were the protagonists 3/4 of the time. Less than half of the male characters were shown as caregivers or even legal guardians. They were also less likely to be shown in a committed relationship than female characters. It's good to have Colin Stokes with us from Boston, Massachusetts. He is a TED speaker. He speaks about what movies teach about manhood. What do you make of those statistics from the Gina Davis Institute at USC?
Well, they totally floored me. They quantified something that I feel like I've been noticing for a long time, and especially once I had children of my own, watching the movies that I loved growing up and really seeing they really show a very narrow definition of manhood.
Give us a couple of examples how you've seen fathers portrayed in television and films that bother you.
Well, the general story of a Hollywood hit movie or a family film is of a guy who goes on a quest to defeat another guy, known as the bad guy, and he probably has a bunch of faceless minions that get dispatched. And there's actually very few women or girls or children in those stories, as the statistics show. And I think that actually makes it very difficult for fatherhood to be a part of the story, since fatherhood requires connection, generally between your partner and children. And we don't have a lot of models for that. The stories are very individually focused.
Colin, if kids are learning about fatherhood from these movies or television shows, what exactly are they learning?
Well, they might be learning that fatherhood can motivate your hero journey. So you do have some movies like Taken, in which having a daughter kidnapped might make you into an action hero. You have movies like Night at the Museum, where you really don't earn your right to be a father until you do something heroic, and your son can really look up to you. Alternately, you see that fathers are really supporting characters in other people's lives. They might be funny characters like Homer Simpson, or heroic but dead characters like The Lion King.
I wonder how this affects the way kids see marriage. How do you think marriage is portrayed when fatherhood is portrayed this way?
Well, that reminds me of one of the movies that was most acclaimed this year, Boyhood, which is one of the contenders for the Best Picture Oscar in a couple of weeks. That is one of the most distinctive, unusual portraits of a father who really values parenting, but it's also in the context of a marriage that hasn't succeeded. We rarely see movies in which a hero is able to have both a strong marriage and meaningful relationships with kids.
As a dad, as a husband, what would you like to see change in the way men are portrayed on the screen?
I'd really love to see more movies in the mold of the ones that come out of Pixar. I'm thinking of Finding Nemo. I'm thinking of The Incredibles, movies where the journey, yes, it's about a male character, but the idea of being a good parent, the idea of being part of a family is really integral to the quest. Movies that take me back all the way to It's a Wonderful Life years and years ago. And I think we might be in a moment where fatherhood takes the hero's spotlight, especially based on those Super Bowl ads that we saw last Sunday about the caring fathers. It's good to see.
I hope you're right. Thank you. Colin Stokes joining us by Skype from Boston. Thank you.
Thanks so much.